So just confirm me once you are able to see my screen. I hope you can. So today we will talk about how to push and pull to a repository. Okay, so yesterday we seen that how we can create the repository and how we can pull the changes, how to clone the repository, all those things we see. Now, today we'll see if you are working on your system and how you will push those changes to the repository. Okay, so we have already created this repo. Let me go there. Okay, this is the repository that we created yesterday. We also created some file, okay, from here. Okay, now I will show you how you can push your files from your local computer to the GitHub. So we have already cloned this repository. So this is my local repository. Okay, here, let me open Git bash here. I hope it is visible. Now I'm going to create a file here. So let me create a file here. Okay, assume I will create a file here and my local file. Now, I will add some content here. This is the first line of local file. Okay, this is another line of local file. Okay, I'm just adding some dummy content. If you are working on any application, then you can write your code here or whatever. Okay, so I have written my file and I have saved it. Now, let's go to GitHub. Sorry, let's go to Git bash. Now, let's see what are the changes we have made to Git status. As soon as I hit this command, it is saying that, okay, there is a new file called mylocalfile.txt. Okay, it is saying this is an untracked file. It means like whenever you create a file or you modify any file, this git status command will show whether there is any untracked change available or not. So what does it mean by untracked change? Untracked change basically means the change that has not been pushed to the remote repository. That is known as untracked change. Okay. So git status command can be used to see the status of your untracked changes. Now I will add this to the staging area. Okay, so let me add it. So the next one will be git add and the file name. My local my local file dot txt. Either you can add the file by like this way, or if you have multiple files, you can use git add dot. See, let's say if you have multiple files, let's say a.txt and then b.txt, then c.txt. So instead adding them one by one, you can simply put a dot here. Dot basically will add all the untracked changes. Okay, where it will add these changes to the staging area. Okay, what's the staging area? Let me show you. So in Git, there are three things we need to remember. Local repository, remote repository, and there is another thing called staging area. Okay, what's the purpose of staging area? Let me explain you. Okay, so this is our local repository and this is our remote repository. Local repository is there in our local computer and this is remote repository. It's on GitHub. Now, in between, there is a hidden area. Okay, I will note it by the dot. Means you cannot see it, but it's available. Okay, this is known as staging area. What is staging area? Here, all the in between transaction happens. What's that? So whenever you create a file here, okay, so that file has been created in your local computer. So in order to push this file from here to here, from here to here, you need to push it. Before pushing, you need to add it. So as soon as you run command git add dot, as soon as you run the git add, this file will come to the staging area. And then when we push, then this file will go from staging area to remote repository. I hope you got it, guys. Okay. So we create file in our local computer, that is local repository. And then as soon as you run command git add, the file will be moved to the staging area. Okay. Now staging area, whenever you run git push, your file will be picked up from staging area and it will be pushed to the remote repository. Let's see this in action. Okay. So let me add it. Okay, file is added. Now if I see git status, see this file is showing in green color. Now this is the staged file. Changes, so it's saying changes to be committed. It means these are the changes that we have saved. So now if you want to remove, let's say restore this file from staging area, you can use this command git restore minus stage and file name. When you run this command, this will again move to the this untracked files. Clear, guys? Any question on this?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay, clear.
Okay. Now we have added our file. The next thing we will do, we will commit our changes. Okay. For that command is git commit -m, and here we need to add some message. Okay. The your commit message. So I will say added a new file from local repo. Okay. Let's see the syntax again. Git commit -m double quote, in the double quote your message. Now this message could be anything. It's your choice. But make sure whatever message you put, that should be relevant. Okay, so you should not put anything, just try to put a message that is close to your changes. Let's say if you have written a code for database connectivity, and you can say, you can write here database connectivity module, like that. Okay, so now my change has been committed. Now I can simply run git push, that will push my file to remote repository. Let's hit git push. Okay, it's done. Let's come here and refresh this. See, my local file is there. And this is the commit message that I entered. Added a new file from local hub. If I open it, I can see my two lines. Clear, guys? Is it clear, or you want me to show one more demo? Okay, let me show you one more demo. So now this time I will create a new file, as well as we will also modify an existing file. Okay, git push demo. Now here I'm going to write the command. Okay, the steps. Create file in local computer or local repo. Then git add dot, sorry, open git webs. Then three git status on git add dot git commit minus m. And then final git push. These are the commands you need to remember. Okay. First create the file, open git bash, then git status, git add dot, git commit, and git push. Clear, guys? Okay.
Yeah, clear.
Okay. Now I will open. Okay, this is a new file. Now I will open an existing file. Let's say this inventec file, and I will modify this existing file. This change then on, let's say 7th of May. Okay. So I added a new change here. Okay, now my changes is done. Now I will open git bash and let me clear the screen. Now I will first of all check the status. Now it's showing two things. This is saying you have modified this file. You can see Git is smart enough, you can detect whether the file is new or the file has been modified. Okay. So here it is showing that okay, you have modified this existing file. Also, you have added a new file, git push demo. Now, what will be the next command? Can anyone tell me?
Git add.
Okay, git add dot what will be the next?
We have to commit that. Git commit -u.
Yes. So git commit minus m. Okay, and your commit message. So I will say adding git instructions. Now what is the next command?
Git push.
Git push.
Okay, now here two things, guys. Either you can simply write this command git push. If sometimes this doesn't work, then git push and origin and the branch name. Okay. Most of the time it will directly work, git push. If not, then git push origin and here your branch name. Clear? Okay, it is done. Let's go and verify. See, git push demo and invertec file. See, all these two things we have done in the same commit message. So it's showing the same commit message. If you want to see all of your changes, you can go to commits. So here it shows 6 commit. So this is my commit that I did just now. No, adding git instruction. You see, it was added by me 1 minute ago. If you want to see any older changes, You see who created this test file? By DevOps Farmer yesterday. Commits on 6. So that's why he Git so keep all of the records what modification has done on what time. Now let's say if I open this Invertech file here in the history, I can see all of the changes those has been done to this file. Invertech file was first created on yesterday and modified by today. If I do any more changes, it's keep on adding all those commits here. Any question here, guys? Okay, if not, so these are the public repository. Now, let's say how to work with private repositories. So I'm going to create a private repo. Okay, it's saying already this. There is another repository available with this name. Inventec private repo demo. Okay, let me create repo. Okay, this repository has been created. It has one file readme.md. Let me clone this repo. How to clone this? Go to HTTPS and copy the URL. Okay, now I will go to back and here I will clone my repo under Inventec training here. So I will just go to 3 double dot, one level up. Okay, I came to this Inventec training folder. I will clone the repo here. Okay, you are not copied properly. Okay, slowly done. Now, KCLS, I can see here two repositories. This is the public one and this is the private one, right? So I will go inside this Inventec private, TD Inventec. Okay, it came. Now let's try to do some changes in this private repo. I this. Okay, I'm just adding any random stuff. That's fine. Or you can add whatever. Just need to remember the concept. That's all. Nothing else. Now I will do git status. I can see my file showing first file.txt. Then I will run git add dot. Then git commit -n adding first file. Then Git push. Okay, this push is also done. I will close here and refresh. Okay, it shows. So guys, uh, because I have already configured Git and this account here, so it is not asking me for any credential. But for the first time, when you are trying to push anything in the repository, it will ask you the credential. So the credential, your username will be this. This will be your username. Okay, not ever someone. I'm like, you can go to your account and check what is your username. It will show after github.com. This will be your username. And for the password, you need to give a token. That token you can get from your click on your user profile, then click on settings, and at the bottom you can find this developer settings. And under developer settings, you can see personal access tokens, token classics. Here you need to create a token. I have already created 3. Okay, but I can show you how to create one more. To click on generate new token, token classic. Now you need to give this token a name. You can name anything, let's say my token or anything. Expiration, you can set in how many days that token should be expire. So if you want it for long time, you can choose it. If you want it for short time, you can also choose it. Okay. Now from here you need to select the access. What kind of access you want to give to that token. Okay, let's just basically select all because you need them. Once done, then click on generate token. So it will generate a token like this. Now you have to save this token in your computer somewhere because it only shows for the first time. Later on, it won't show.
किसने बजे घंटे पूछ दादाजी हाँ गर्मी में क्यों बैठे उधर
Hey, Anu, can you go on mute?
रिया नींद नहीं ली क्या सोई नहीं
Okay. So yeah, this token can be used in place of password. So like in the first time when you will push from your computer, it will open a prompt to enter your username and password. So username will be your username. Okay. That you can check after github.com, whatever shows, or you can check from here also. This will be your username and password. Instead of password, you need to give this token. That's a one-time activity. It won't ask you for every time because I have already set up. That's why it is not asking me back. Okay. So this is a token. Make sure guys you save it because later on you will not be able to access it. So now I don't want it, so I can take it off. Any question on this, guys?
No.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So can you tell me once again where to create the token?
Sure. So you have to go to your profile section, top right corner, and then click on settings. And under settings, at the bottom, you will find this developer settings. Here you can see personal access tokens, token classic. From here, you can generate a new token.
Okay, so got it.
Got it?
Okay, got it.
Yes. So that's how you need to set up. So once you set it up, then you can push it. Or it's only the one-time activity, so it will ask you. Okay. One more thing. Okay, that's how we work with the HTTPS URL. If you remember, So what I'm gonna do? So now, see, we cloned this repo with the HTTPS URL. Now we'll try with SSH URL. So what's the difference between them? See, HTTPS URL uses your username and the token for the authentication. But SSH URL uses the public and private key. Guys, are you aware about the public and private key concept?
Sir, can you repeat public and
Public private key concept.
SSH keys?
Yes, SSH keys. Are you aware about that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you have heard, that's fine. If not, I'm going to explain you, okay, how to work with this SSH URL. So let me copy this URL first. And I will remove this private repo demo. And I will again clone it with the SSH URL this time. Let me go to C double dot. Okay. So the command is same, git clone, but you say the URL looks some sort of difference, but that's fine. Hit enter. Okay, cloning is done. cd inventec. I'm here. Now, in order to work with the SSH URL, you need a public and private key pairs. Okay, so you can generate the key pair. Okay, we can follow this one. We have to first create a key pair with the SSH key gen command. Okay, so like wherever you are, you need to create a key pair by this SSH key gen -t RSA. So and -o -p RSA. As soon as you hit enter, it will generate a key pair and it will ask you the path where you want to show your key pair. Okay, so if you want to say if you want to change the path, that's fine. If not, it will by default create under your user and .ssh id RSA path. Let's see if I have already have a key here. It's saying under C users HP. Users HP. And here you will find a folder .sh. Don't worry if you don't have it, it will automatically create. And then it's gonna generate some key here. Like it will create two files here, IDRSA and IDRSA.pub. I'm not gonna create because I have already created it. If I create, it will replace mine. So I will just simply close it out. But as soon as you hit enter, it will create these two files, IDRSA and ID.pub. Okay. Then you need to copy the public IP. Okay, see, if once you run this command, it will ask you this thing, and as soon as you enter, it will ask you for a passphrase. Don't put anything, just hit enter, and then it will create two things, ID RSA and ID RSA pub. So ID RSA pub means this is the public file, okay? Wherever you see .pub, it means that is the public key and this is the private key. Now, you need to copy the public key. Okay, you can just run this command cat or the path cat and whatever path it shows here, this path or this path cat then this path. As soon as we hit it to show you this kind of content. Okay, if I show you mine, this is the public key. Guys, I hope you are getting it right. .pub means public key, where there is nothing, that's the private key. So if I open this public key, let me show you how it looks like. Okay, that's how your public key will be looking like. It will start with SHA minus RSA, then some very long something like this. That's the public key. You need to copy this key and then you need to store this key. To your account, go to your profile and go to settings. Under SSH and GPG keys. Here you can create a new SSH key and you can give it a title, my SSH key or something, and then you can put your key here. Okay, that's all you have to do. Once you have done that, then your SSH will be set up. Okay, so two ways, either you can use the HTTPS based authentication. For that, you will need username and that GitHub access token. Or if you are working with SSH URL, then you may need a public and private key. Okay. Any question, guys? Let me share you this link. I put it in the Zoom chat. Please, copy it and save it somewhere. Any question on this, guys? That's also a one-time activity. You don't need to do it again and again. Okay. So now, okay, I don't need, let me close it. Okay, so I am here. Now let me try to push something here. So I'm going to create a new file. Or let me modify this file itself. Pushing with SSH create key pair file running sh minus pgem -1 -t rs a command, then copy id underscore rsa dot pub content and put into GitHub settings SH keys create new. Okay, here you have to put it and then save. Once you've done that, then you can use SSH URL to push and pull changes from remote repository to local and local to remote. So if I do git status, it's saying this file has been modified. Let me add. So command wise there is no difference, okay? All the command will work exactly same in whether it's a HTTPS or SSH. Then git added or git commit working with SSH. Then git push. So again, I mentioned guys, either you can put git push or git push space origin branch name. By default, we are in the main branch. So even if you don't provide, it works. Okay. You see, this time it has put with push with this SSH URL, github.com colon this is this dot git.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So for adding a new file and for the updating the file, we have to use all these steps.
Yes, whether you add a new file or whether you modify an existing file.
Okay.
If you push your changes, you need to run those three commands: add, commit, and push.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Any more question on this, guys? SSH and HTTPS URL.
Yeah, no questions.
Okay. So I dropped this URL, guys. Make sure you go through it. Okay. Once that is done now, guys. Now let's talk about an important concept in GitHub, that is branching. So let me first go to my repositories. Okay, you can go to anyone, that's fine. Let's say I will go to this private repo, right? This private repo only. Now let's talk about a concept, that is very important in Git called branching or branching strategy. Before that, let's try to understand what exactly a branch means. So in the day-to-day life, we know that that there are branches, branches, trunk, all those terminologies we use with regards to trees, right? So how a tree looks like? It has a main trunk, and then on no, on those main trunk there are lots of branches. Each branch has its own ecosystem. Like each branch has its own flowers, its own fruits, its own leaves. And even if we cut out a branch from the tree, that will not, bring down our whole tree. Correct? But all of the all of the branches are created from the trunk only. Correct? So that's why sometimes Git is also known as trunk and branch based system. Okay? Trunk and branch. Now what are the branches? So branches basically provides you a parallel development space. It means if we have one branch and if we get one more branch, then both of the branches will work separately. It means there will be no kind of relation between them. Why that is required? Why that is required? Because that provides us a parallel development. Parallel development means if we are working on an application and we have lots of teams, so if all of the team will work on same branch, then they will face some kind of conflicts. So to avoid that, they can create their own branches and they can work on their individual branches without interfering to the other branches. Okay. Now, how to create a branch? So there are two ways to create a branch. First way, you can create the branch from this github.com itself. And second way, you can create from this command line. I will tell you both of the ways. But today, let's talk about how to create branch from this UI. So, first option, you can go to this branch, where it shows branch, and you can click on new branch. Okay. So let me click on new branch. Now it is asking what name you want to give to this branch. Now naming convention, so we follow, like you should not give any name here. Okay, it's like you don't give your name Mahesh or XYZ or Tom or whatever. You can give, it will not stop you, but that's not a good way. Instead, we use some naming convention. Let's say if we know that there is some issue in the main branch, okay, or there is bug in the main branch, so we will create a bug fix branch. Okay, so we can say like bug fix, and we can summarize the issue here like DB connectivity. Okay, like this. And okay, each of the company has their own naming conventions of branches that you will get to know when you will work in a company. So for example, if you are working on a ticket or a user story, and the user story number is let's say 1234, so you have to create a branch in this way, branch your ticket number minus and some description of your work. Okay, this is also a naming convention. Okay, right now we are not working in any company, so I'm just gonna give a name. Let's say I'm just gonna name it Inventec Batch 1. Okay, so you can give any name to it. Also, there is some rules you need to follow. You cannot have a space in the branch name. Okay, so I'm just creating a branch, and now you need to select the source. It means it is asking, hey, you want to create a branch, which branch you want to take as a source. It's basically copying the branch. So we need to decide from which branch you want to create a new branch. So I'm saying I want to create my branch from main branch. As soon as I click on create new branch, okay, see my branch has been created. Inventec branch 1. Now if I go to code, I can see there are two branches, main and Inventec branch 1. Now let's go to Inventec branch. How to switch? Just click here and click on the branch name, or you can also click on here and click on this. That will take you into that branch. That is how you switch branches on GitHub UI. Any question, guys, so far?
So one doubt. So you have main branch and master branch, right?
Yes. Yes.
Any difference between them?
No, no difference. Okay, both are known as the default branches. No, some uses main as a default branch, some uses master as a default branch. There is only naming difference. So somewhere you can, okay, if you are working with a company and if you don't find a main branch there, then definitely there will be a master branch. That will be the default branch. Okay, if
So
you, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, so you told that when we create a new branch from the main branch, so a new branch will be created. So when a new branch is created, will it copy all the files from the main branch and keep it
Everything,
in new branch?
everything. It just copied everything from the main branch. It's
And
so you can
whatever,
go
yeah,
ahead.
yes, continue. Yes, I can continue.
Yeah, it will copy everything, branches, all of your commits as well.
Okay. So
Okay, so
if any
basically it's just a
changes,
copy. Yeah.
okay. If any changes I do in the new branch, it will not affect my main branch.
No, no. No. Now branch is created. Now even if I change anything in the main branch, those changes will not come here. Or if I change anything in the Inventec branch, those changes will not go into master branch or main branch. Now there
Okay.
are two separate entities.
Okay.
Okay, let me show you by an example. So I'm into my Inventec branch. I will create a new file here. I will name it, let's say, Inventec branch 1 file. I'm just giving it a name, okay? To understand it better, you can give any name. This file belongs to Inventec branch 1. Okay, let me commit it. Okay, as soon as I commit, you can see the branch, you can see the file has been created here. Inventec branch 1 file.txt. Now, let me duplicate this tab. And let's go to this main. Now, in the main, you see that branch is not available. That file is not available. Okay, so that proves that these two branches will now work parallelly without interfering to each other. Any question, guys?
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if I want to create 1,000 branches, how will it be? Like I need to create one by one, or how can?
You cannot create branches in bulk.
Yes.
Okay. You have to create one by one.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go to local. Let me clear this. So I know that there are some changes on the remote repository, so I will do a git pull that will pull down my all changes. See, it got to know that there is a new branch. So it's showing new branch, Inventec branch 1. Okay, but still I'm on my main branch. Now here I will see how I can change my branch. Before that, which branch you are currently, you can run the command git branch. It will show that you are on the main branch. Okay. And if you want to show all of the branches that are available in your repository, git branch -p. So it's saying we are on the main branch. Okay, this is the main branch only. Then we have another branch, Inventec branch 1. So this git branch -a, the command will show all of the active branches in your repository. Any questions so far? Okay, if not, then let's see. I will show you something. For that, let me split my screen. Okay, you see, okay, this is the Inventec private repo demo, right? This is the one only. Now, right now, I'm in my main branch, so it's showing two files here. Now, let's say how you can change your branch from command. Okay, so the command will be git checkout inventec branch. So that's the command, to switch your branch. So from main, I want to go into this branch. So I will run command git checkout and this. As soon as I hit, you can see it automatically brings that additional file here. Okay. If I want to go back to main, now whatever change I will do here, and I will add commit and push, that will go into Inventec branch 1. If I want to again change to main, git checkout main. You see that file is gone. So Git is not deleting, but in the local itself, if you change branch, Git will only show the files that are available in that branch. Any question on this, guys?
Sir, hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I want to know how many main branches or how many total branches, so how can I know in the black screen?
In the black screen, you can use this command, git branch -a, it will show you your branches, but it will not show you the count. If you want to see the count, you can check from this GitHub.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Any question, guys? Here, we are not ending the branch. We just started. Remaining part we will be covering tomorrow. So far, any question do you have?
Yeah, no worries.
No,
Okay,
no,
guys. Then. Okay, I will do one thing. I have uploaded the videos on this YouTube channel. I will show you this. This is a bit of part 1. Here I will upload the part 2 as well, and also I will share you these links. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Then yeah. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Dinesh,
Yeah.
we have missed the 3 classes, right? First 3 classes.
Yes.
Yeah.